here's the before. I did a color remover on it last night, like the ion one that's non-damaging, and it took quite a bit out, especially on these ends here that are really porous. Okay, so then what I've got is some CPR indirect dye lifter. I'm going to start with the CPR, and then I'll go in with the direct dye lifter to just try to remove as much of this as I possibly can. And then I'll go in with this 6 VRO Shades EQ. I've got 2 bottles of that, but this is a violet rose color, so the shade's called Mauve Rose. It's a mauve shade, which I'm thinking even if I don't get all of this out, it's going to end up being sort of a muted tone, which from my last video, what I originally intended was milk tea, like a muted mushroomy color. So we may get sort of close to that with putting that shade on top of whatever we end up from this. It'll probably be light green still. So I think I'm actually gonna somehow end up with my goal, kind of closer to my goal shade, which I never had a inspiration picture, which was probably a huge part of the problem of why it didn't turn out the first time. But I've actually never dyed my hair like ash blonde before without it starting at green. So like maybe technically I don't actually know how to get that color unless it's lightest green. Okay, so I've got the CPR mixed up, and they always recommend putting this kind of stuff in these bottles, but never one time have I had this stuff not clog the bottle. So I'm just kind of like squishing it with my hands right now, trying to mix it while it kind of sets, because it turns to like a gel. I'm trying to go like kind of work it into the root, because the root is definitely the darkest part, in the underneath, and the back is very dark. And this stuff, you kind of low-key want to be rough with it, because you're trying to like open up the cuticle and get this stuff out. So you want to get it in there, let it sit. It's supposed to like be under a dryer, which we'll see what's going to actually happen, but I'm going to put a bag on it. And try to, maybe I'll go sit outside, but it's actually not that hot, so I'm just gonna try to get it, smooth it kind of evenly on my head in a way to make sure I'm not like lumping it in the back where it's not gonna get warmed up, you know. But I didn't bring a bag in here with me, so I'm gonna go get a bag. Okay, these are the results. It's definitely lighter, but it's not light enough. And when you take this stuff out, you have to milk it out. So you have to go through and take like individual strands, little sections, and like squeeze it out. It's a pain. So yeah, I'm mixing this up. Okay, I put a different shirt on. So I'm gonna try not to get this on my roots because it just smells like bleach. I just don't know. Why does it smell like bleach? There you have it. Okay, so this is the result from that. Yeah. Okay. So it's a little funky back there, but I put some bleach on there. I was FaceTiming my sister, which is why I didn't record it, but yeah, it looks this way, so I can definitely tell there's still patches in it, but it certainly looks like that, doesn't it? So we'll see. Feeling hopeful. I had to go back and put some on the roots in the back because it was still really green. So I don't know, I'm kind of waiting a minute. Okay, I haven't actually seen it yet. This is after the bleach. Damn. Well, the front is pretty, like there's still some green at the root, but I think the back is gonna look worse. I think it's probably pretty good, huh? Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is just the roots for now. Okay, it's been sitting a while. I'm gonna brush it through a little bit with some water. I'm rinsing it. Okay, this is how it turned out. Like, is this what I wanted to begin with? Is this milk tea? I'm pretty sure it's still kind of gray in there, but I think this color did something, and I think it's pretty, right? Okay, so I'm back. I got 5V mixed up. So violet shade. And I'm about to go on the roots with that. Okay, what's a more maybe? Okay. Okay. So I've rinsed that out. It looks really good. Now I'm going in with the 6 VRO. And I'm doing it on my hair damp because I really don't want it to process.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the final result.